Okay, so what if I told you that the very thing that makes your company good is actually what's holding it back? It sounds crazy, right? But being good, well, it can be the biggest enemy of becoming truly extraordinary. In this explainer, we're going to break down why good is just not good enough anymore and show you how to build an organization that doesn't just react to the future, it actually creates it. So let's start with a really direct question for every single leader, every founder, every CEO watching this. Take a moment and really think about it. Are you spending your days just reacting, putting out fires, responding to whatever the market throws at you? Or are you and your team actively, intentionally creating the future you want to see? Because look, if your whole game is just reacting, you're always going to be one step behind. The real visionaries, the ones who win big, they're the ones setting the pace for everyone else. You see, so many successful companies get stuck right here. We call it the high performance trap. You're doing well, things are good, and good becomes this comfortable place. But it's also a really dangerous place. It stops you from ever becoming truly extraordinary. So let's dive into the most common roadblocks that keep good companies from taking that leap into greatness. First up, and I'm sure this will sound familiar, silos. Does it ever feel like your different departments are basically their own separate companies? Sales has no clue what marketing is launching, and the engineering team is building something totally different from what product is promising. That disconnect, that's a silo in action. And when that happens, collaboration just dies, and any hope for real innovation grinds to a halt. And what about your culture? Is it really the heartbeat of your company, or is it just a bunch of nice-sounding words on a poster in the break room? Be honest, because a disconnected culture, one that people don't actually live and breathe, it's like an anchor, a hidden drag on your performance and your ability to get things done. And finally, let's talk strategy. When a potential customer looks at you, and then they look at your competition, do they see a clear, compelling reason to choose you? I mean, a really different reason? Because if the answer isn't a loud, immediate yes, well, then you're not really competing on value, are you? You're competing on price. And that is a race to the bottom that absolutely nobody wins. So, this is where it all comes together. Smashing those silos, building a culture that means something, and creating a strategy that sets you apart. This isn't just some side project. It's the absolute core of leadership. As this quote says, your real job isn't just managing the day-to-day. It's about building that amazing, extraordinary future. Okay, so if that's the job, what are we building towards? What's the destination? Before we can lay the first brick, we have to know what the finished building looks like. Let's paint a picture of what an extraordinary organization really is, because I promise you it's about way more than just profit margins. It really boils down to three huge things. First, an extraordinary organization is future ready. It's agile, it's nimble, it's ready for whatever comes next. Second, it's a place where people genuinely want to be, a place where they bring their whole selves to work, their head for the ideas, their heart for the passion, and their soul for the purpose. And that leads to the third piece. It's an organization that makes a real positive difference in the world. So now we know the what. We have the vision, that's a huge step. But the big question that follows is always, how? How do you actually get there from here? Well, you don't just hope for it. You need a blueprint, a real, tangible roadmap that connects that powerful vision to your day-to-day reality. And this is that blueprint. It's called the ODeX framework. Think of it as a complete, integrated operating system for your business. It's designed to weave everything, your leadership, your culture, your strategy, your execution, and your people, into one powerful, cohesive engine for building something truly incredible. And here's how it all connects. It works like a set of dominoes, one triggering the next. It all starts with Pillar 1, transforming leadership. Because when leadership transforms, it creates the space for Pillar 2, a transformed culture. Once you have that strong cultural foundation, you can build a truly breakthrough competitive strategy. That's Pillar 3. But a strategy is useless if you can't execute it, which brings us to Pillar 4, strategy execution. And what powers this entire system? Pillar 5, world-class talent management. See how it all flows together? Now, a framework looks great on a slide, right? It's clean, it's logical, but how do you actually bring it to life in the messy, complicated real world of your business? Well, that's where the ODeX program comes in. This isn't just theory, it's a hands-on, intensive program designed to help committed leaders like you implement this entire framework step by step. So what's the secret sauce here? It's this formula. It's not just about learning abstract concepts. It's a powerful combination of three things:
You get world-class content, of course, but the real magic happens when you combine that with hands-on, practical application in your business, all laser-focused on one thing: creating real, measurable impact.
So, what does this actually look like? Well, it's a 6-month intensive journey. We're talking 6 deep dive learning weekends where you really get into the nuts and bolts. But you're not alone after that. You get 18 group coaching sessions for ongoing support as you implement everything. And this all culminates in a live project in your own organization, tackling your biggest challenges. But look, you don't have to take my word for it. When a respected chairman and founder like Chetan Kozla calls this program a game changer, you know it's something special. That word game changer tells you this isn't about small incremental improvements. This is about a fundamental shift in how you build your company. And listen to this from his co-founder Vishwanath Masali. He talks about immediate and meaningful shifts in alignment and collaboration. Doesn't that sound like the perfect antidote to those silos and that disconnected culture we talked about earlier? This is proof that the transformation isn't just theoretical. It happens in real time. This is so much more than just a program. It's really a movement of leaders who are deeply committed to building a better future by building better businesses. If you're ready to be part of that, the next cohort for this incredible journey kicks off in January 2026.
And that brings us right back to where we started. The whole point of this is not to just sit back and admire other extraordinary organizations. It's to give you the blueprint, the tools, and the support system so that you can build one yourself.
So I'm going to leave you with this. When you think about your company, your team, your own legacy, ask yourself, honestly, are you ready to stop just reacting to the present? Are you ready to start creating the extraordinary future that your organization, your people, and you truly deserve? The blueprint is here. The choice is yours.